Welcome to the Empower Me Show with Pam Bright. This show is all about honoring you as a spiritual being, having a human experience. You are here for a reason, and it's no mistake that you are here on Earth right now. Spirit has guided you to this very moment in time, so you could hear the messages Pam is about to share with you. She is a multidimensional healer, light language channel, transformation coach, wife and mother, committed to helping you discover the tools and practices to empower you to live the best life you can. You get to choose the spirit path you take. You can connect to the spiritual guidance already all around you. Get ready to live a fully empowered life. This is the Empower Me Show.
I am wonderfully surprised and excited once again to hear what Bryan has to tell us today. He's our special guest, Bryan Rawls, I believe is your last name. And we have the two together because he is a wonderfully married man and so happy to be alive. And I'm so excited that he is with us today. So we are going to talk about everything cosmic in the cosmos with the star systems and the planets and the galactics, as well as your healing needs and your coaching needs today. We're going to be pulling cards and talking to crystals and listening to some light language and all kinds of good stuff on this episode. And we're also going to talk about the shadow, because the shadow is something that we always need to embrace in order to move forward with who we are in our full body system wellness that we are taking on as a human collective. So welcome, Bryan, to the show. I'm so glad you're here.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
I am thrilled that you're here. So why don't we actually do some grounding first, because that's really important to really center us into who we are in our soul bodies, as well as in our ability to communicate what is the most important thing for you, the listener, as well as take in what we need for ourselves as hosts on this program. So are you in a position, Bryan, where you would like to do that yourself, or would you like me to do that for us?
I'll let you take the reins on that one.
Okay, all right. So all of you who can at this moment, go ahead and close your eyes and just allow yourself to connect into your breath, because your breath is the sacred essence of what gives you life, you, the human body. So connecting in as you breathe in, just imagine that you're breathing in from the core of the earth, because she is your mother. She is Gaia. She is known as the sacred mother. So we bring her essence up into our physical body selves so that we can connect fully to her. From her fiery core, she breathes life into herself as well as into everything that lives on her. So I'm going to use some light language to bring her energy up into the body system, and then allow that to enter into every crevice of where we live. Ale tada da ye u da da ye u da be ba ya ye. Na ye na ya ne u ana ye u ana ye u ana ye u. So imagine that the energy you can actually pull up with your physical hands. So imagine that, like strings or the grass, that you can actually pull it up from the root all the way up into your feet and your legs, and then pulling it up into your body here in your core. La na ne una na ne una na ne una na 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 ooh ooh na 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 A. Unana iki na mai na mage unana maki I na maki I na mana I na ma ina ma ana I na anaki I. Te ata ta ye tu ukupa ma ne usa. Tu tare kisa ba hi kicha. And we ask also the creator of all that is, the one who lives and breathes within us and all things, we ask that the star beings come in fully and completely into this space now, pulling all of that beautiful energy from the cosmos into our physical selves and our blood and our muscle tissue and our bones. Na te da da ya du u da ba da yeku. Na ku u da ba e wa la yehu. Na ne kia. And it's coming right into the top of your head where your seventh chakra is and coming all the way in, settling right into that pillar of light in the center of your column of light, your central core that runs from the top of the head all the way down through the body to the first chakra, which is in your pelvic core. Nana ye kuda da ye kaleki ababeu. Alaki sanaki adatai kisanamaki I naki amamaiki adatai nukila shashenasa. We ask all of your guides, teachers, and angels now to surround you, embrace you, and give you everything that you need in this moment. And any needs that you have, simply ask. Ask out loud, call us on the telephone line, and let us know what you need, and we will assist. With a nice deep breath, go ahead and bring your focus back into the now. Gently open your eyes and come back. Welcome back. So that is just one piece of grounding that I do every time is different, but know that this is available for you any time of your life, during the day, during the night. If you wake up in the middle of the night and you can't get back to sleep, simply check in with your breath and ask for your guides to help you get back to sleep, get some water. That's something that Bryan has taught me, is to drink water when I wake up.
That's
in the middle of the
interesting
night.
that you started with root chakra or grounding work, because I have been finding the new energetic chaotic, very chaotic energetically and collectively. So the vision I got this morning about where we were collectively was we were a tempest, and the tempest is the storm before it gets real bad. So it's just interesting how things are playing out and things are activating for us, especially with the new energetics that came on. So I'm feeling as if it seems as if those that have these particular structures already built within inside them, such as like the Star Cathedral, they are receiving the energies way before than what is expected. And it's not necessarily just me that has the key to this new star architecture, but it's also many other healers that have the key is, remember, we all work together here. And what I'm finding is that each key that that interlinks with one another, you come to find out that things are very synchronistic. And I'm finding that a lot of Anavia's work involves shadow work, involves activating that flame, activating that energy of being being the true you, being that true self. So it's almost to the point to where the energies are definitely getting to the point to where they're chaotic, where I have to move energy on a daily basis for a lot of clients, because I look after all of my clients on an energetic basis twice a day. But I'm finding it ever so increasingly difficult to be in a 3D body.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that you're doing your show, Pam.
No, thank you. Thank you. Yes. So let's talk a little bit about that. We are moving from the third dimension up to the fourth and fifth dimensions now, guys. So, you know, when I say to you every time that I have this show, please don't be a secret, reach out and get support. I mean that from my whole heart. I mean that because we're in a time of extreme acceleration. And so as we accelerate and as we move forward, we need to allow ourselves to receive the support, not only energetically, but physically and mentally, and with every single pattern that we've, you know, kind of collectively brought on ourselves throughout lifetimes. And this is the work that Bryan and I both are dedicated to, is really allowing you to have a place to go so that you are not feeling isolated and like you don't have any solutions. So I think that we're going to skip this break for now. Usually we have a break, you know, every 15 minutes or so, but we tend to, especially the more people come on that I really have a connection with energetically, we tend to need to just keep flowing with this. So it feels to me like having some more information, Bryan, about what do you mean when you say shadow work, and what do you mean about not living in the third dimension? That would be helpful for people to understand a little bit more.
Okay, we basically have our toes stuck in the fence of the fourth and fifth dimension. We are rapidly accelerating. I mean, like, we don't just only have like one leg over the fence. It's like literally we have our toes intertwined with the fence, and we're just hanging on by our toes. So what I'm finding a lot with my clients is that as the star architecture and the new sessions that are about to come online, the Star Cathedral is actually replacing the Sushumna. The Sushumna is outdated programming. There's a new motherboard that Mother Earth is providing for us, and that motherboard is called the Star Cathedral. It still has the 7 chakras within it, but it's not necessarily called the Sushumna. It's more along the lines of called the energies of the Star Cathedral, because they are proportioned lines that connect to proportioned areas within the body that connect our electrical system and our spiritual system, our physical system, and our emotional system all together, allowing for multidimensional abilities and what eons ago our ancestors had available to us. So I'm finding that these energies are getting more and more, they're more as they anchor, they in a way begin to show a momentum start to pick up. And I don't know if anybody has noticed it, but time's gotten faster. Time seems like it's speeding up, and that's just because we're getting to closer and closer to that big black hole in the center of our galaxy. So as that we get closer, our time is going to start to accelerate. And that's when we're going to be moving through the dimensions. And as we move through these dimensions, you come to find out that you are dealing with different frequencies. Think of it, say for instance, you're a Windows computer running Windows 11 when you should be a Linux system running the newest program for Linux, which is a new kind of high-tech operating system in the computer world. So you are going to be basically working at a much higher frequency, and or some folks that deal with it a little bit on frequency. Think of it like a dial on a radio station, and your silver cord and your crown chakra is the antenna, and your hands and your throat chakra and heart chakra and solar plexus is your dial control. So, and you find that frequency that you work with, because it's very easily to raise the frequency in the body, and our frequency fluctuates multiple times a day. It doesn't mean that our frequency is one particular spot for the whole entire day. No, it's not like that. It happens in phases and cycles. Remember that there is a beginning with every ending, and illusions are revealed and released when you start at the beginning. Okay, that's an energy that was inspired today for the show, specifically on how the shadow and how these new technologies are coming online for us, that you're supposed to basically you're supposed to rise above or get that toe untangled from that fourth dimensional frequency fence. And as you get across that fourth dimensional frequency fence and you move over to the fifth dimension, remember the fifth dimension is not going to be like you're going to see it pop up in a big candy land one day. No, it's not like that. It's people need to change the perception of the way they think things need to be, because it's by far how things really are. And the perception change will come and vary person to person, but I guarantee that at least 80% of the world will be awake before, I'm going to say, 2030. And I'm hoping like hell I'm right, but I have faith in our people. We came here to remember, and that's what these new energies are here for, is for us to remember, not for us to sit back and be halted by eons of of old programming and old paradoxes and old paradigms that no longer work. These I've been obviously talking about for a very long time, but now's the time. You see Mother Earth. She is discharging in multiple ways. She's discharging through physical war. She's discharging through energetic war. She's discharging through volcanic activity. Mother Earth is cleansing herself as she cleanses her people.
Yeah, got it. So I have a question. I'm gathering all this information in my head, right? And I'd like to anchor it into my body. Mm-hmm. And that's a lot of the work that I do, is anchoring all this knowledge in. So am I to understand that this star cathedral that you're talking about is what the Earth Mother is holding now as a template for her, or is it in us?
It's within our energetic lines. It's within our energetic auric field, or within our energetic. Basically, holding the new programs and new files and new hard drive for our upcoming spiritual evolution.
Okay, so is this something that is automatic, or is it something we request?
Well, I haven't figured out yet. I don't know if it's something that can be turned on by request, because I turned most of my clients on during a 3-day retreat in February. So I'm not too sure if you can call it in, or if you need a facilitator to call it in for you.
So why don't we ask? This is a perfect show to do that. Okay.
Yeah.
So I will ask, and then intuitively you will receive it.
There you go.
And I will pass it on to you. Okay. All right. So, creator of all that is, the one who lives and breathes within all things, we now ask that the specialists for the Star Cathedral now come in fully and completely into this space to give us the information about how this is received. Is it received as a request and an intention, or is it automatically given to those that are ready? This will be passed on to Bryan now for his knowledge and well-being and information to receive. Enanaikia sanaki anamaikia. Nakina anaki chichina maki su u naki aman enam anaki enam aki a. Hute sanamakia ta hihita na ikia na ye.
So what I see is it's turned on by certain spiritual beings. Certain spiritual beings that govern this technology is the one that is turning it on, but it must be facilitated.
All right, and you're a person that has been.
Now remember, as I said before, I'm not the only one with the key to do it.
Okay.
Okay, there's other people with keys to do it as well.
Got it.
So you have to just ask, am I able to do this? And then figure out, hey, whether or not if you take the energetic way and basically turned it around, so to speak, and asked yourself, am I one that can facilitate the new star architecture? And more than likely, some of you will get no, but more than likely, some of you, now a very few select of you, will get a true yes. Okay, because What I hear is that are actually only 13 keys that unlock this frequency, because it takes a frequency, or it's basically, it took a frequency to take it out, or to take it out before, but it's going to take a frequency to bring it back in.
Got it. Got it. So, so this is really good information. And what I'm getting, folks that are listening, is that this is the year, it's actually this lifetime that we're in now. Those of us who are spiritually on a path of awakening, that we are given the knowledge of our gifts, our spiritual gifts that we came in with. And it's up to us to ask and intend that those gifts come online. Okay. Bryan and I both are dedicated to this path of awakening, okay, and assisting you in awakening. And I can say that because I know Bryan quite well, and he's my teacher, one of them. And so we are dedicated to that for you. So if you're in a position, folks, that you're ready to really get amped up with your gifts, then this is the time to reach out and get some help from us. Okay. We're not the only ones. There are others out there that are dedicated to this too. But if you're in a position where you want some assistance, especially in this show, but also on the side, you can call 1-800-930-2819 and talk to either of us, and we'll give you whatever help we can in this time. And then you can get a hold of Bryan at his email address.
My email address is angelicguidance13@gmail.com, and my telephone number or office number is 586-659-9620.
Perfect. Awesome. You can also go to amagicaljourney.com, and that is spelled with a
AMAGICKALJOURNEY.com.
There we go. There we go. Magical as in MAGICKAL, which is the perfect way to write it as a witchy witch, which is Bryan, my favorite guy. So we're going to take a break here and then come back and talk about the shadow and what in the heck does that mean, and what do we do with it, and how do we release it, and all that good stuff. Okay, so we're going to be right back. Welcome back to the Empower Me Show with Pam Bright and Bryan Rawls. We are here to talk to you about everything energetic and in the cosmos, as well as in your life. You are important to us, so please don't hesitate to call us at 1-800-930-2819 and ask us any questions, ask for any needs that you have, any blessings that you need at this time. One of the people that would like a blessing today is Bobby Biggs. Thank you for writing in, Bobby. And yes, we've got some healing for you as well to assist you in your day today. So I have my trusty healing device here, which is a quartz crystal with some malachite. And I'm going to work with your congestion, Bobby, in your heart and your lungs to release that out. And then Bryan's going to assist you with a blessing and a little healing as well. Okay? So just go ahead, Bobby, and receive this as you can energetically. Hopefully you're listening to this now as we are transmitting.
Bindene chiadar ishite kora kapatakaya stesite katapoktu ur. Derekiata an ur. Rami inekias. Dashanda nada baara. Velokusutur and Isiasa an Apaka Tupur it Aish Rory Siamanata Kiase Sianamane Kiatu Jati Apataano Zati Aki. And take a deep breath in, bringing that energy up and through your root chakra, through your sacral, your solar, the heart, the throat, the third eye, down into your well of dreams at the back of the head, up and out the crown chakra, settling back into the fourth eye where your head was soft when you were a baby, getting down into the pineal gland, all the way down the Sushumna, activating the 8-cell blueprint at the perineum. And take some deep breaths in. Alright, Bobby, so I hope that helps you today, and I hope that helps your lungs and the congestion that you're feeling. Definitely take some sea salt baths and baking soda baths, and then stand up and rinse off as your, if you use the, if you use cheap brand, you don't have to. You stand up and rinse off. If you use the expensive brand, you do. I would highly recommend it. But yes, sea salt and baking soda, 1 cup to 1 cup.
So, Bobby, you also want to look at your shadow. So really anything that you are not looking at, not addressing, not acknowledging in your life, it's really important that you do that, because we talked about that this is resistance. That's simply what happens when we get sick, quote unquote, in our bodies. Our bodies are just talking, right? So we need to acknowledge what's so, right? Anything that we have hidden, anything.
Your body will even take you out if you don't listen for a download. If you don't want to receive that download and you say, no, I'm too busy, it will take you out. It can put you in the hospital. It can put you many places. So definitely listen to the body. The body is a defense mechanism for us. It helps us listen. It helps us, like when, say for instance, if we're profusely sweating, okay, obviously something's wrong with us. Something is trying to detox out of us, or an infection is brewing. So if you just listen to the certain small little brief instances that occur in your day-to-day life, then obviously you're going to start figuring out how your body talks to you. And one good thing that I would tell you, Bobby, is, and anybody listening that deals with energy and wants to deal with energy, I don't care what healer you are, at some point you will always pick up the Wounded Healer program. The Wounded Healer program is a program that makes you think that you need to take on an illness or a disease to either save humanity, or to fight it for humanity, or to even bring more light to humanity with it. So, and I'm speaking from experience. So most certainly, it may, with the congestion, I would say speaking your truth, speaking what's on your heart, speaking on what's on your mind as well, because you do have a heart mind too. And if you listen to all three, the third eye, the heart chakra, and the solar plexus, it will never steer you wrong. But you got to want to listen, and remember, you got to also ask for help. It's not good. Remember, these beings are higher beings. They are not going to sit there and lower their vibration to get to you. You got to raise your vibration to get to them. They have better things to do with their time than to worry about pesky old little us with a low vibration that don't want to worry about anything. So what it is you got to raise your vibration up, get happy, put on some music, speak about something that you love, find something that gives you joy. As you move more past that reality of concern, you will see that your activation of basically your whole outlook on your frequency changing. You know, it's all about allowing for your frequency to change and your perception too.
Yeah. Awesome. Thank you, Bobby, for writing in. We really appreciate that. And if you want to go deeper with this conversation and look directly at this possible program that you have, which I would suspect you definitely do, we can look at that the next time we speak and release it fully, because I know that the more that we address each of the programs, each of the patterns, each of the habits that are not healthy for us on a regular basis, that's when we rid ourselves of those excess energies that no longer serve us as individuals and as a collective. So thank you, Bryan, for taking that on. Let's talk a little bit further about shadow work, because you said you have a class coming up, right?
So yes, I do actually on April, I believe April 29th. Time is to be determined, but yes, shadow work is basically anything that you have repressed back from your childhood and from your younger years. Anything that you have repressed, anything that you have let go dim, let go back on the back burner, deep secrets, mysticism that actually comes out of shadow work a lot. So many different things, many different things.
Okay, great. And so if you want to get a hold of Bryan for that class, where can they reach you for that?
You can actually go to my website at www.magicaljourney.com, AMAGICALJOURNEY.com, and sign up for the updates. And as the updates roll out, you will definitely be in the process of getting those updates of new dates for classes and whatnot, and how you can pay for them, and what their price is, and all that good stuff.
Oh, okay, great. So thank you. If you have any other questions, folks, you can also reach me at theempowermeshow@gmail.com, and I will give you more information about that too. So apparently we have a caller on the line. Yay. So yes, bring that caller on, please. Oh, Karina from California. Awesome. William, can you capture Karina's email, please, so that we can make sure to get back to her after the show? But yes, Karina, you're on the line. Hello, Karina.
Help with. So I lost my passport, and I really would like to find it. Do you sense if it's around my house, or if it's long gone and I'm never going to get it back?
I'm going to give this one to Bryan. Bryan is the guy who can find things for you. So, Bryan.
Oh, I had a feeling to call in.
Okay, so what I see is it's stuffed away in a box. It's stuffed away in a box full
Say
of
that again?
letters. And it's stuffed away in a box full of letters. I don't know if you just reorganized letters, but you just had your hands on it not too long ago. Like you briefly touched it.
Is it like in my house or somewhere away from my house?
Either in your house or in your garage. It's in a building.
So it is in my presence, like somewhere in my house.
Yes.
So
yes.
Look in a box. Look in a box with letters.
Yes, in a box full of letters. I'm seeing what looks like documents from maybe an invoice of some sort. Also what looks to me like a receipt. And
who put it there?
What is that?
Like who? Because I don't think I put my passport in a box.
No, you did not put it there. I think someone else might have put it there. Maybe you had someone help with you packing this box, but I don't think it was you packing it up.
Or I'm hearing also a cleaner.
Okay.
Maybe you had somebody clean your house and they put some stuff in a box for you.
Huh. That's interesting. Yeah. Because it happened as soon as I got back from a trip, and it was in my fanny pack.
Okay.
And so I don't know. Nobody. I've asked, unless I asked my small children, but any of the big people around my house, they haven't seen it. So that's why I was like.
So one of the things that I do when I'm trying to find something, Karina, is that I go back to the original time that you remember seeing it, and then ask your guides to replay it for you so that you can actually see yourself putting it somewhere, see what happened. Ask your guides for help, because your spirit team, the guides that work with you every day, they can help you do anything that you need to do in any day. So you can also ask them for specific information. Bless you.
Bless you. God bless you.
I think that was a confirmation.
Thank you so much for that. Yes.
3 sneezes are always a yes.
Yes.
So I never normally sneeze, but when I know I sneeze, I know it's a sign. But 3 sneezes are always a yes. It's in your house, sweetie. It's in your house.
Okay. So I want you, Karina.
Sounds wonderful.
So Karina, why don't you go ahead and close your eyes for a minute and see your fanny pack that had your passport in it. Okay. And I want it may sound a little strange to you, but ask the passport, where are you now? Show me where you are. Direct me to where you are. Okay? Because everything that exists on the planet has consciousness. So ask your passport and your guides to help you find where the passport is. And tell me whatever information you get.
Will.
Okay, you can do that now or another time. It's up to you.
Yes. I actually don't get anything. I did it right now, and I mean,
do it by yourself.
I don't.
Do it by yourself,
Yeah.
and when it's quiet, I know maybe the kids may be getting home very soon or something like that, but ask yourself when you have some quiet time, and I guarantee you'll get an answer.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll show up.
Okay,
Sometimes what
I
happens
sure
is
will.
we get so frustrated because we don't know where something is, or we don't have an answer, that we actually block ourselves. So just allow yourself to receive the answer, and it will come. Okay.
Okay. I sure will. Thank you so much. Really
All right.
appreciate it. Have a wonderful day, guys.
Make sure that you give William, the producer, your email address so that we can stay in communication.
Okay.
All right. Thank you, honey. Have a good day.
Thank you. You too. Okay. Bye-bye.
All right. So, Bryan, what in the last few minutes that we have, we have a couple minutes left, few minutes. What do you need the listeners to understand and hear from you today?
Well, I want them to understand that they need to make sure while dealing with this tempest type energy of outside chaos, make sure that they ground, and try to ground with the new tripod effect, or the new what looks like a tripod from the root chakra, and then also down through the feet. And then also remember that there are always phases and cycles that we go through. As these phases and cycles that we go through are more and more challenging, it just shows us that we are basically removing old things, removing old paradoxes, removing old paradigms and old perceptions. And that's what we must do, is change our perception. The change of perception that is within us changes the perception of how a person views you, as well as also how you view that person. So it's sparking happiness one person at a time.
Hey, that's perfect. I love that. So again, folks, if you want help, so you're not doing it alone, and you're like, okay, this is all great information, but how do I even begin? I have a program that I've created called Full Body System Wellness, and it's an amazing program to be able to assist you with, okay, who are you as a human being? What are your patterns? What are your beliefs? What are your problems? What things do affect you every day? What is the automatic reaction that you have to life? Then we look at, okay, let's bring some spiritual tools in there to assist you to not feel like you are struggling so much, and actually have some solution, right? We bring it all together in the third week of this program, and you can dissect it and turn it around and re-listen and do all of that stuff, because it's all on you. This is a self-study guide, so you can take any information that you need at any time in order to assist you in really opening up to the fullness of who you are. And again, we're dealing with some really heavy karmic debt that we have accumulated lifetime after lifetime after lifetime. So this is not to be taken lightly. This is serious business, but we can also enjoy the journey. That's what we're here for, is to enjoy the journey and have some fun. So looks like we've got just a few minutes left before we closed. If you need to get a hold of us for any reason, you can go to amagicaljourney.com. That's AMAGICKAL JOURNEY.com for Bryan Rawls. or you can reach me at theempowermeshow@gmail.com. That's TheEmpowerme.com. Well, Empower Me Show, SHOW, @gmail.com. Or you can find me at brightbutterflyenterprises.com and ask me any questions, ask for any assistance.
Unknown caller.
Oh, and see, callers are already calling. So I love you guys a lot. And I'm so excited that you have joined us for this amazing show as well. Bryan, as always, I'm so thrilled that you joined me on this broadcast, as well as just continuing to be my soul brother and mentor in my life. It's really a wonderful journey with you. And so once again, folks, your day is up to you. Take it on as a valiant effort of success and really intention of empowerment for yourself. We love you, and we will talk to you very soon. With blessings, have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to the Empower Me Show with Pam Bright on Transformation Talk Radio. Tune in to learn more about living a fully empowered life. Remember that your life is up to you, and you can choose the spiritual path you are on. There is spiritual energy and wisdom in everything and everyone around you. Listen carefully for what the universe is trying to tell you in every moment. You are already being guided along your journey. Call upon your spirit guides anytime you need help with anything. Know that you are safe in every moment, even if it seems that you are not. For more information about Pam Bright, visit brightbutterflyenterprises.com or email theempowermeshow@gmail.com. Thank you very much for listening. We hope to see you next week.